Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome on in if you're new. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you bringing your energy to this community. So today's reading is going to be looking at your soulmate, who they are, what their personality is, their characteristics. We'll look into some physical traits as well, but take that part, just lightly, I would say. And again, if you're new, my name is Anu. I'm your intuitive tarot host, and I read cards intuitively. So I also invite you in to take away messages from the cards as they tell you, okay? We always want to listen to our intuition. So with that, today's reading is, again, a timeless reading unless I put a time frame on it. It's going to be a pick a card. You can choose multiple options here. I'll walk you through those. And just remember, always in soulmate relationship readings, see what fits your energy, and what sounds like you is it just means you're attracting that type of person towards you. And feel free to reverse the roles if that applies. So with that, let's go and look at our options for today. Number one, we have yin yang with the master number 22. Okay, that's pile one. For pile two, we have man holding a coin, number 43. And for pile three today, we have the thinking woman, number 47. I do not handpick the cards. I just like tune in and let whatever falls out is what spirit wants to bring forward. So you may choose all of them. You may choose as many as you like, but go with the very first option, and I will see you at your selection. Hi, pile one. Welcome to your reading. This is for those of you who were drawn to the first oracle card, which is yin yang or yin yang. I believe yin yang is the right pronunciation. And you have the master number 22. So the oracle cards, again, we're going to try to get to know your person. But this itself, right at the beginning, shows me it's a very wise person. They do have a very good balance of yin and yang, the feminine and the masculine, divine masculine within them. They also may be on a special path in life in terms of maybe they're a healer. And they don't have to be in that profession. But what that really means is they have a healing effect on people. Okay, people may be drawn to them. They may be like the best problem solver. Take it as it fits, but somebody who has a bigger purpose in life. And again, I always tell people, don't make a big deal out of purpose. We have many things that we do in life that bring us to our purpose. But whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel aligned and authentic and draws you in is what is your purpose in life. Okay, so this person has a very gentle energy, very balanced. I won't be surprised if they're a Libra or have prominent Libra placements in their chart, but on a specific path. So, which means obviously such people also go through difficulties in life, right? So that's how it is. That's how the whole incarnating onto Earth is designed. So they may have a turbulent past. But they have grown a lot from it. Okay, so let's look into oracles and let's get to know your soulmate a little bit more. So we have, what? Oh my. Wow, so they are, we got the yang, you guys. Number one, it is the fire energy, the divine masculine. So the divine masculine in them is actually stepping forward at this time, okay? They are truly in their power. They are probably going through a phase in their life where they're restarting or starting something. So this can be a new career. This could be they're starting a business. Maybe they're traveling the world, but they are finally in their power where they found their inner light, their inner fire, okay? Aries energy coming through, or the magician energy also coming through over here. So this balancing journey is done. Now they have healed to the point that they're tapping into their inner fire and initiating the next phase of their life. Okay, so if you've already met them or whenever you meet them, you're gonna see how fresh they are and how confident they are, and how driven they're going to be. Quite driven in this phase from here on out of their life. Okay, wow, I did not. I mean, that's amazing at being yang and yang over here. So we have student in the reverse or in the shadow, which again talks about, as I said, oh wow, this is ridiculous. I mean, really nice is what I mean. So thank you very much. Is when the story kind of just links together. I really got that they've gone through their lessons, right? So their journey of learning, of being that student, is over. They have done their lessons. They have learned what they were meant to learn through this previous phase of their life, and they're kind of, open to now implementing those lessons. Okay. Then we have gossip in upright, and the light attributes are awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So also, I'm not surprised because they have such strong yang energy coming out over here. They're in a phase where they may be heavily networking, and I'm not saying that in terms of like in a dating reference, no, in terms of actually getting out and meeting people and mingling with them, networking professionally or even with family and friends and communities, because when we go through our lessons, we are often in a hermit mode. We try to shelter ourselves from external energies, right? It's interesting. I'm just looking at this. This is one of my favorite oracles that I use. So there's a lot of beautifully balanced person, let me just put it that way, done with their lessons, and now they're coming out of their shell and willing to connect with other people. Wow. Okay. We have reflection, projections. Yes, this is again telling us that they have learned how often. So this is their worldview. I'm going to try and articulate it, that they do understand at a point, they're at a point in their life where they know people's perceptions or people's behavior towards us are actually a reflection of them. And this is where, if they may have felt like been in a victim mode in the past, where they may have felt that life didn't deal them the right cards, they've finally seen the whole picture and they understand it's actually not that. It's, when we lower our self-worth, that's also when, we attract those experiences. But at the same time, people who criticize us, people who try to put us down and put all our energy in just lowering us, it's actually because they themselves in their inner being feel that way, right? So they have a pretty good understanding, and they can see past people's facade, and understand that it's really mostly people's projections, and not that their projections doesn't mean how this person should feel. Okay, so very wise over here. And then we have release, surrender, and purge. They've already gone through a major purge cycle. Maybe it was like a what's the heavy one? Saturn return or a Pluto return, something like that. But they've done a lot of cleansing and purging in their energy. So feels very fresh. Again, same theme is coming up. We have ego, pride, jealousy, self-preservation, walls. Let your guard down. So as we said, they're kind of coming to a point where they're ready to lower their guard. They're ready to mingle with people. They're ready to understand how we project ourselves onto the world and how the world projects themselves onto us, and going through a lot of release. They have learned all those lessons and are trying to appreciate their own beauty as well, is what I'm seeing. Look at this. We got perception and projection. So we have red flags, delusion, perspective, see through your own false beliefs. So this is a major I would say life lesson stage, awakening stage that they have already gone through, and they understand what their place is and how energy works, how experiences work, how we attract the people, the types of people and experiences in our life. So there's a lot of, this person is very humble. They have a lot of self-awareness is the word. They're very, very aware of their own energies now after going through these experiences. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have the family room. Okay, and we have main male. Look at the number of ones coming up for this person. So they may have strong Aries placements as well, because it's the magician energy. It is the main male is the magician energy to me. So they are a starter, or they're starting their life anew, you can say that. And really taking taking charge of their life. But at the same time, with the family room over here, Family is very important to them. And as I said, they're finally coming into a time in their life where they're mingling again, getting together with family, friends, the larger circle, networking. But comfort is important in terms of not just the physical environment. It's more about being in a circle, in the people, energy of people that resonates with them, that they're comfortable with. And what comfort in this sense means is where they don't have to pretend to be something that they're not, okay? So they're attracting people at their vibration. Their peace is very, very important to them. They are a go-getter. They have a lot of fire in them at this moment because they're initiating a new phase of their life, but they're also very careful about who they share that with, because they don't want to attract people who don't mean them well, okay? So that sort of energetic comfort is very important to them. Very beautiful. We have lust, another number 1. So you may be seeing 111s or 1111 a lot, and that's again a nudge from the universe that this union is much closer. Or if you're already with this person, then that's just like confirmation. We have Venus in Aries, right? So I'm going to put this right here next to another number 1. And this is really telling us they're coming into a time, finally, their inner fire is waking up, right? Or waking up. When we are in our cocoon phase, when we're going through a hermit phase, and healing or our sexual desire also takes a back seat, right? It's finally when we're fully healed is when the inner fire, the kundalini, really rises up, right? So they're also in a phase of their life that they're open to sexual experiences and expression, in the sense that they're now open to it. Okay, they had kind of I'm getting with these two that they had kind of put it on the back burner for a while, but now they're full of life, okay? What else? Yes, Moon in Gemini, adaptability, the 3rd house. So this is again community, it's our neighbors, it's our family, it's our immediate surroundings, our colleagues. And now they're finding a lot of comfort because the moon talks about where we feel comfortable. So they're finally, slowly, and maybe that phase is a slowly phase is over because there's so much fire over here and so many ones, that they are feeling comfortable getting out and about, okay? A really, really fresh phase of their life that we're seeing over here. Let me just look at that. So let's see what else we have. We have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility, for sure. Again, like that stability and the sense of comfort with people is quite important to them. They have been in past relationships where they have felt not enough, right? They've, it may have affected their self-confidence, and may have created some image issues within them, right? But that's what we're coming out of with the reflection, the student in reverse, and the perception. They finally understand that it was actually not because of them, it was a reflection of both people. And then we have the dragonfly. Yes, this is again changing, healing, be lighthearted, finding out things, coming to light, adapting, changing, healing. All of that stuff is happening, right? So in a very, very good place and very positive place overall for this person. So there is going to be a sense of wisdom, there's going to be a sense of empowerment, there's going to be a sense of drive, and drive to go after things that they want to achieve in their life, but at the same time protecting their own energy. So very clear boundaries for this person. So let's see if you can get some more about them from tea tree. Why did I say tea tree? Tea tree, this is tea leaf oracle. Maybe they like tea tree oil, maybe you do, essential oils. So we'll get a few of these and then we'll get into tarot. I think maybe one more. Okay, so we have, these kind of fly all over. We have handshake. Meeting with a stranger could be important. So this could be for them or for you. Keep an open mind, especially if you haven't met them. We have eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. That's what I always say. We have turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. So again, trust your intuition if you come across some people that don't resonate, and this can also, because we're tapping into their energy, they probably have a pretty good eye on who they want to skirt away from, okay, with these two coming together. We have the grasshopper situation in the balance that requires careful handling. Yes, I feel like they've like really mastered this level of assessing people and who they want in their life. There's the wisdom owl. Good advice from a wise person. So definitely gone through this journey. They have matured from the student, and they actually have the wisdom to decipher who is the right tribe to kind of bring into their energy field, right? So you're going to feel very protected with this person, because they're pretty good about boundaries and protecting themselves and their loved ones. That energy is coming through, and their discernment, very strong discernment that they have about the people that they allow in their life, okay? All right, so let's see what tarot tells us. There it is. There is that past relationship right here with that not feeling enough, and, you know, some past hurts that are clearly showing up over here. And this could be for you as well, okay? So remember that energy kind of goes both ways. And I'm trying to figure out how to place the cards, because we're going to need some more. Okay, so Spirit, tell us more about pile one's soulmate, or future soulmate, or, you know, take it as it fits. What else do we need to know? So let's see, let's kind of structure this a little bit more. Let's see, Spirit, can you tell us what is this person's expression, like outward expression, how they see the world? And that would also be how, I'm going to put this over here, because I feel like this is some past energy and context that is important, but this doesn't feel like their current energy. So let's see how they view the world. What is their outward projection? Oh, so many. Okay. We have, wow, temperance. Look at that. If that's not balance, what is? Right from the beginning, you pick the yin yang pile, and the balance energy is coming out again. So they see the world as, you know, there is as above, so below. There's a perfect harmony. Each element has its place. There's, you know, there's time for when we want to go after things, and times when we want to attract them. So a very balanced view, also very, very healing energy with the temperance showing up. It is also Sagittarius major arcana, so they may have Sag in their chart. Again, we had a lot of fire that's shown up, so Sagittarius is fire sign. We have the 9 of Wands. Excuse the noise outside. We have another major arcana. Oh, 2 major arcanas. So we have the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Wheel of Fortune, again, this energy and the temperance energy is all the same to me in essence, because what goes above comes down, as above, so below. So they do understand the rhythm and the cycles of life and the cycle of lessons that we have to go through, but they're also very, very strongly in touch with their intuition, with the High Priestess going out over here, right? So their view of the world is they are at a point where they actively choose what they want to experience. And what do I mean by that? For example, you know, how we can be swayed by the media or by what's happening in the world, and, you know, or opinions and political views. They are pretty good about managing their energy and only caring about certain things, but to an extent that it doesn't bring them down. They do take initiative, but they also understand that you can create your own earth. You can create your own experiences in this world. So, as I said, a very, very deep, a very wise person, but still working on lowering their boundaries. They still feel that, you know, there are all sorts of energies in the world, and it's our job to still create our healthy boundaries. And, you know, beyond that, really live freely, really use our intuition and flow with the universe is what I'm hearing. So interesting, very big picture view. So I want to see, this is all very intellectual. I want to see what's their emotional expression. Okay, let's look into that. Wants to come out, not sure, 7 of Swords. So this is, again, like past experiences that are still sometimes may hold them back. But let's see, what is their emotional expression, Spirit? we because we didn't have enough major arcanas, we also have the world now. Okay, so fixed signs showing up: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Showing up here. So their emotional expression. Let me get a couple more. They're very open, very expressive. Again, looking at the image over here, very expressive, also very open to different opinions and different type of love language. But what I'm picking up most from them, they're somebody who's very expressive, but also very open to different forms of expression. So, for example, if you have a different love language, they're going to be very open to that. And then we have the Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is all about. They do believe that, you know, your best relationships, your best love connection is when you can be friends first, or best friends first, because when you're friends, there aren't any inhibition. So again, fluid, very open. They may have their love expression maybe, or love language maybe, like gifts and taking you for experiences and adventures and travel, because the world is all about travel. So they may want to share different experiences with you where not the day-to-day, like not just like trying a new local restaurant, or which is, I'm not saying that is a small thing or it's beneath anything. No, that's, of course, it is love expression. But they may probably love to travel with you and buy you things. And I'm getting more experiences, okay? So, all right, we've never gone whale watching. We're going to go whale watching. Oh, we've never kayaked. We're going to do kayaking. Or, you know, we've, I don't know, never flown over the Grand Canyon. Something like that where you get to be cozy, but it is also an activity and also an experience. So that might be their love language overall. But travel is coming through quite strong. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the World, and Temperance is also Sagittarius, 9th house, travel energy that is coming through over here. Okay, what else? What else? Let's see what is their at-home personality, because the family room came up here. I want to see what is their, let's say this is going to represent their moon. So what is their, how are they at home? What is their comfort level? So where did that go? They are the king of the house, the emperor, and the main male over here. Wow. They really like to lead. Even at home, they are comfortable when they're in the driver's seat. So those of you who are, you know, want to be in the driver's seat, you may have to take turns with this person. But yeah, oh my gosh, just like all major arcanas, you guys, this person, as I said, has gone through a major journey. They are completely refreshed, completely awakened. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcanas. This is no joke. This is no joke. And these are all the cards I'm going to get from the deck for today. Interesting. So let me get my head around this after looking at so many major arcana. So we were talking about their comfort. At home, their comfort level is when they're leading things, when they're planning, when they're creating, when they're putting a structure around things. They're absolutely fair with the Judgment over here. There is equal balance of yin and yang. So you and them will work out exactly who's doing what. There's going to be no disagreements whatsoever. It's an absolutely fair person. And also they have a very healing presence. They may also like to not be too dressed when they're at home. So yeah, they may just be in their, I don't know, their shorts at most. They like being free and also getting like that. Maybe like, yeah, their external experience may be very or expression may be very polished, but at home they'd rather not put on too much. We are seeing robes here. We're seeing bear figures over here. So they like it loosey-goosey. They like to be comfortable. They like to set their own rules and run their house the way they want to. They're very careful about who they invite into their home. And generally, they create a very harmonious environment. And that's who they are, regardless of whether it's with family or with you. That's how they're going to be. They're going to be very, very, very just. Let me see. Why am I picking up? So this is Aquarius. We have Taurus, Aquarius, and Judgment. I don't know why I'm getting Justice energy, like Libra energy from them. So interesting. So let's see. So that's going to be their self-expression at home, which is very, very comfortable. They are the king of the jungle or queen of the jungle. Take it however it fits. All right. So with that, look at that. I mean, this is unbelievable. As I turned the deck over, I have the moon at the bottom of the deck, another major arcana. So intuition, we have the high priestess, we have the emperor, we have the moon, we have temperance. These are all very, very intuitive energies. So they're pretty strong when it comes to intuition and listening to their intuition overall. So let's see, let's get a few months. And this could be if you haven't met them. This could be when you meet them, when you commit, or any of the stages. Could be their birthday or yours, or any important months for this connection. Let's get 2 or 3. Okay, 2, 3. So we have July. We have September, and then we have June. So June, July, and September could be important months for you or for them. Let's see if we can get any astrological elements for them. Spirit group 1's soulmate. I'm going to move these down because we're going to get into the lighter side. We're going to get into some personality traits and initials. So let me just make some room for that. Let's look at their astrology as well. We have sextile opportunity. I'll talk about this. Let me talk about the sexual energy as well. We have Saturn. There you go. Wisdom. Long cycles that they've gone through. Saturn rules time. Okay, so I pretty much feel like, I know it sounds harsh, that they've done their time, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune and the World showing up over here, and the reflections and students, all the energies are like, they've gone through a very tough cycle, but that cycle is over, okay? They're in a very renewed rebirth energy. And then we have Mercury communication, exactly what we saw over here with the gossip upright, that they're an end handshake, of course, that they are in a time of where they're trying to network, get out there, also reconnect or connect with family that's happening. But with the Saturn over here, Saturn does bring us rewards later in life. So they may have major Saturn placements, maybe on the ascendant or on their 4th or their 10th house. It's possible. With the sextile, it really talks about now is the perfect opportunity for them to create. Sextile is when planets come into an angle where there's perfect opportunity to leverage those energies, okay? So especially to just start something new, to initiate something new. Of course, it's literally when the planets are having sex, okay? That's what this opportunity is. So it creates something. There's a creation that happens from it. We have the number 1 yin yang, we have number 1 male, and then main male, and then we also had number 1 Aries showing up over here with Venus in Aries, right? So sexuality, passion, drive for their business or their career, and also drive to connect with others is what's happening, especially with the Mercury 3rd house. And more, I think they're getting more and more involved in their local community. And that means, like, literally it can mean actually saying hi to the neighbor, stepping out of the house and doing things and getting involved, going to the gym, or just going to, you know, like networking with people. So that phase is what's really picking up for them. Okay. All right. So let's see. I want to see if we can get, if you haven't met them, when would you meet them? Let's see if we can get that. So we have South Node. Oh, sorry. I'll show you. We have the South Node in Cancer, in the 12th house. Ooh, this is very, very interesting. Okay, 12 houses again are hidden places, and South Node is what it's our comfort zone, and Cancer is caring. So again, take this part only if it resonates, but it looks like this could be, you know, literally meeting at the somewhere that is a little bit, so 12 houses hidden. Okay, this could be meeting at the doctor's office, could, you know, and it doesn't mean that you will be in that situation. That I'm not sensing any trauma or any pain for either person, but like maybe you're just taking somebody to the doctor's and you meet this person there, and vice versa. Or this could be let's see, could also be like a teaching institution. So this is more like a, think of it as an administrative area where it's not like public, okay? It's not like the storefront. So I'm not picking up like a store or a mall, but this is more an institution. It could be an office. It could be your workplace even for some of you, but this is going to be someplace where you're not going to be on edge, or they're not going to be on edge, because we have the South Node. South Node is our comfort. We're completely free. So whatever activity you're doing, wherever you're going, where there's also caring for people, okay? So you may be visiting somebody that you're caring for, or they may be visiting. So there's something like that. But for some reason, again, doctors, hospitals, life coaches, psychiatrists, all that stuff is coming up over here, but it's going to be very natural because it's the South Node is coming up over here. Okay, so again, take that part if it fits. All right, so now let's do some lighthearted. Again, not all of these are going to apply. This is like the very lighthearted part of the reading that I like to do. People like this. It brings us some joy. So take whatever, you know, resonates with you. Okay, so this is going to be their personality traits and some physical traits that we're going to pick up from these handmade oracles. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? We have green eyes. Okay, we have active, so this person is going to be active. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not, with so much fire showing up. At least they're in a very active lifestyle right now. Red hair. Actually, this male does have red hair over here, but I don't know how. Yeah, red hair, green eyes. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Then we have gregarious, sociable. Exactly. Especially with the Mercury card showing up and the gossip showing up over here for networking. They do enjoy being in the public or being with people. Tender-minded, agreeable. We like that. We have skinny. So active and skinny. Okay, interesting. Anything else, Spirit? We have anxious. So sometimes they may get anxious. I'm picking up, especially in, you know, where we talked about earlier, like their ability to decipher and really be deliberate on who they allow in their energy. They may be able to, because of their strong intuition, be able to pick up on people with nervous energy, and then they want to just like get away from them. Okay, imaginative, so they're quite creative. And they can be assertive, of course. They've got fire. They are driven. Emperor, definitely. Aries energy coming through quite strongly. Let's get maybe 3 more. And then we'll move on to the initials. We have open to various values and beliefs. Exactly, because we got that from the world and the temperance energy as well. We have vulnerable. They're very self-aware and are not afraid to share that with you. And then finally, we have trim. Okay, so this can be like trim facial hair, trim hair, or just like the body structure. They could be quite trim. Okay, so that's what we have on the personality side. I'm going to get some initials. I'm going to shuffle them away from the mic if possible, because they can be loud. And maybe we'll get like 4 or 5 max, because then I get more, then I get into like words and hobbies and stuff. Okay, so let's see what we have. Oops, sorry. We have, this is a W. We have L. Could be your initials, their initials. We have 2 R's. And then we have the letter Y. And then we have E. Okay, so Larry, whatever. This could be any of their initials or part of their name. Or, yeah, even like, I'm hearing title. I don't know what title gets made out of these, but something over here. Really? I don't know. Maybe Wiley, Riley, they could be any of their names, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile 1. If you like the reading, please do give it a big thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel if you want a personal reading. The information is in the description box below. I would really appreciate if you want to share your thoughts, comment below, like, share with a friend or two. Help me grow this wonderful community, and I welcome all feedback, all right? With that, wish you much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's look into your soulmate, get to know them better. This is for those of you who chose the second oracle card, just cleansing your space, inviting fresh energies in, and let's see what we have. For pile number 2, those who are drawn to the man holding a coin. It kind of goes into a sentence, doesn't it? So it's 43, reduces to a 7. 7 is all about alignment, okay, where we're truly aligned with our true north, and that's quite, it kind of goes very seamlessly, because with this person, man holding a coin, it's a very abundant person. They attract the right opportunities to them, and they may also be very happy-go-lucky because they're so aligned with themselves. They're very authentic. 7s do talk about when we're able to embrace who we truly are and we express it in a very authentic way. And because there's no and again, there's no single person who would never ever have any low vibrations like sadness or guilt or any of those self-worth issues. But that said, this person has very, very few of those, so they naturally vibrate really high, and that's how they have real clear vision on what they want to achieve in life, and they go after it, and that's helped them even amass physical material wealth over here. But generally, that's what their energy is, okay? They're very abundant in their thought, in their expression, and also they have, I'm hearing they're very articulate. They can communicate very clearly what they like and they don't like without like offending people. So they have a very natural way of being direct and kind. But again, they know themselves. They're very, very self-aware of this person, okay? And that's what's helped them be successful and also attract abundance in their life, okay? So let's get to know them more. Pile 2, let's see what we have. We'll do the oracles first, and then we'll draw some live cards. We will also look into, towards the end, some personality traits like physical characteristics, and maybe get a few initials. Please, that part is the most fun part. Not everything is gonna apply, so please take it as it resonates with you. We have milk and honey. Yes, this person enjoys luxury. Okay, this is 51, reduces to a 6. 6 is a number of Venus. It is a number of love. So they enjoy a little luxury to themselves. So this is somebody who works hard. They've earned their money and their abundance, but they also know how to enjoy it. Okay, this is not somebody who's very miserly or a penny pincher. They work hard. They also like to play hard, and they have I think a comfort, maybe their expression as well, maybe their love expression. We're going to get into that later on, but that may come up as like, maybe Venus plays a pretty big role, because Venus represents money and love, okay, material abundance and spiritual and emotional abundance in our life. So they may have very prominent Venus placements in their chart, but they do like a little luxury here and there, okay? They make time for vacations. Oh my goodness, I have God. Wow. The light attribute is benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. As I said, very aligned. This person is very, very aligned with themselves, what's important to them, what they want to create in this life. They also have a very strong understanding of the power of manifestation, the power like the law of attraction, law of assumption, you name it. They understand it and they practice it quite well. This does not mean that they have a God complex. That's not what this is. This is about then recognizing the beauty and the compassion in everything on earth, and at the same time realizing we're much more than we give ourselves credit for. Okay, we're much more powerful than just a measly human being. And the power of manifestation, again, they may be really good at this, and this is why I really like this balance over here. It's just like attracting the right things and also enjoying, because that's what humans, the human experience is supposed to be. Okay, so they're very well read, I'm also hearing. Okay, well read and well traveled as well. That's coming through. Let's see what else. We have guide. So the light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So I wouldn't be surprised. This is a very interesting personality. They kind of remind me of somebody who could be like a spiritual leader. They could be a mentor, a coach. They could be a healer, but they seem to have a larger presence. So they may have an online business. They may be, I'm completely blanking out on names of those coaches, like spiritual coaches, who understand the depths of the spirituality, but are also very gifted in articulating and coaching others, and therefore monetizing that spiritual practice, right? And so the highs of both worlds, that's what I'm seeing over here with this person. If they are in a job, they're a very good leader, they're a very good manager, and a lot of people look up to them. Okay, so very interesting person. Let's see what we have. Present, abundant gratitude. Absolutely. There's like enough said. Absolutely. They live in the present. They are very generous. They have a lot of gratitude and they really amass a lot of abundance, but they live it out as well. As I said, they just don't hold on to it. They have a very open flowing energy. Again, rainbows are showing up over here as well, which is again the abundance energy too. And we have, there we go, Mercury, communication, messages, travel. Yes, so as I said, I am really picking up as somebody who loves to travel, who may have a global audience or may have a global team if they're in a job, but definitely very good at, as I said, expressing what they have learned and also being able to monetize it. Very interesting person. Community, there we go. Again, with the Mercury, it rules the third house. Third house is your community. So friendship, fun, a light heart, enjoy downtime with friends and family. So this, I think this is Greece, if I'm not wrong, on the picture over here. So they may really love to travel and maybe love to travel with family and friends. They may even fund their families or their friends part of the travel because of the big coin that they're holding it over here. Okay, and then there's the hidden path, detour, slow down, explore, go in a new direction. So this is again that energy of being very aligned with where they want to go with their path, and it may be a very different path. As I said, it's a unique it's a very unique profession that they're in, and I'm not able to like pinpoint, but definitely something like a spiritual leader. They could be maybe they arrange retreats, spiritual retreats. It's possible, but it's a very different career path than what we normally see. Okay. All right. So what else? We have number 7, another 7 showing up. So maybe 777, maybe their angel number, or maybe you see repeating 7s. We have message, again going with communication, Mercury. So this is interesting. You may be like communicating in the 5D in your dream state as well with the message showing up. But let's see what else we have. And message of concern. What? 7 and 14. So I'm going to draw a clarifier on this one, because this may feel, if this is your energy, it is a concern for no reason. Okay, that's what I'm picking up, because it doesn't really feel like it goes quite opposite of what I'm picking up so far. So let me draw some clarifiers on this. This is probably some of you are a little anxious about if you haven't met them, that whether you're going to meet them or not. Also, if some of you are at a distance from this person, if this is sounding like your person, then there's nothing to be concerned about. But let me, for you, actually draw a clarifier on this. Spirit, what is this message of concern? Why is this energy here along with the message? Maybe there is a lack of communication right now. It's possible. Let's see. Spirit, can you give us a few hints on what's happening here? We have the Magician. We have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Fool. Yeah, no, there's actually no reason for concern. So especially if you were thinking, because we have the Magician energy showing up over here. Look at that power of manifestation. We have the Fool, number 0. We have the Magician, number 1, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So this person is very, very generous with their time, with their resources, and with their heart. Okay, they are very in tune with their intuition as well. But it's possible that right now they're literally creating something new, and that's where you may be at distance. You may have not met them, or if you met them, if you're with them, and if they're like traveling, it is nothing of concern. They're actually manifesting and trying to build pretty much, like I'm hearing, a new empire. And that's what the focus is. The focus is not to ignore you or to be away from you. So that's not the intention. The intention is to create even a powerful, again, empire. The word keeps coming back for me. So that's, I think, maybe for some of you, you need to hear that. But that's what they have. Overall, what it takes me back to their essence is, again, they're pretty good at being very direct and straight and kind at the same time. So there's never going to be like a wishy-washy communication from them, okay? So we have, look at that, Venus. Didn't I say Venus? Venus is here. Venus in the 2nd house, the house of money, the house of values, the house of self-worth. And we have romance showing up over here, okay? So they're definitely ready. They are really, really ready to embark on this journey with you. They are very open to love at this time in their life. We have, what is this? Is this Jupiter or, yes, it's Jupiter. Sorry, I was talking a lot to myself. Jupiter in Taurus, again, second house, status. Guys, this person is out there building their money. I mean, this card is so true to this pile. We have love and we have money. Both showing up. They're both 2nd house, okay? So Venus, they may have Venus on their ascendant, or they may be a Taurus or a Libra. Pretty much more Taurus. I'm getting more Taurus from them, but they could also be Libra. But they are out there building their empire for you, with you perhaps, and then they're very, very ready to come into union with romance showing up over here, okay? Venus and Jupiter is all about expansion, okay? So their status or their empire is going to grow even further, and again, really attracting the right things and right people in their life at this time. Wow, can't make this up. We have love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. All right, are they ready for love or what? We have the Grim Reaper. So this is, again, any of the old relationships that they have been in. There is no longer any room for that. They're very clear about who they invite into their energy field. So what's done is done. The past is in the past. If there are any past relationships that kind of send them on a spiral, I'm hearing, those are completely out of their energy field right now. And then we have addiction. So this is where, again, some of the past energy is coming up. It's interesting because this person, this may be the deep down hidden wounds that are coming up over here, where the past connection may have been quite codependent. And maybe, again, for most of us, we go through a pretty dark journey, and then we have to go through it because that helps us go through either a snapping point or a breakthrough, or a breaking point where we come out and thrive. So what we were seeing so far was all the areas where they're really thriving. So this may have been in the deep, deep past, where they may have been in a codependent relationship that really they felt chained to. As you can see the chains over here, like it really plucked at their heartstrings. Okay, it really kind of wounded their heart, or maybe their inner child as well. But the amount of work they've done on themselves and their shadow aspects is amazing, because every single thing that's showing up over here is so positive. And again, Spirit is taking me back to the present. There's so much living in the present and actually building their abundance energetically. It's amazing. Okay, so this is a time for expansion. Jupiter talks about expansion in all areas. Okay. Okay, let's use some tea leaf oracle and see what else we can know about them. See? Whoops, almost lost it. This is the past energy, broken ring. Okay, so parting of the ways in either romance or business. So this could be a past energy that's coming through. It's interesting as I put this on here on the God card. It's also like this was a pivotal point for their growth. And you know, a lot of times we question, hey, why did I have to go through that experience? But if you think from the universe's point of view, it took that experience to mold us into who we are. We may have been on a very average and tried and tested path unless that experience had happened. So there is a sense of gratitude in this person for even for the broken-hearted times that they've had, because that's helped them really grow. Okay. Oops, that came out really fast. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Okay. So we did have community. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Definitely a family, community-oriented person. What else, Spirit, for pile 2? Tell us more about their person. So we have, wow, the Sun, happiness and well-being. Boom. I mean, yes, absolutely. We have the key, successful outcome to your problems. They said they may be a pretty good mentor, guide, coach. And then, oh my goodness, how beautiful is this? I'm gonna cry. We have the ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. I mean, how gorgeous is that we're going from this to this? There is a key to happiness. There's going to be family. There's going to be community. This person is in a complete 180 of their life. Absolutely is what I'm hearing from these cards right now. And then the bottom deck energy, we have the bowl, plenty of material things. Yes, we've seen that right with the first card that jumped out as a man holding a coin. Definitely there's a lot of abundance with this person, and together you'll create even more abundance. Beautiful. Okay, let's get tarot first. So Spirit, let's see a little bit more about this person. Let's see what is their first impression, their outward expression, how they see the world. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. This card comes out. It came out in the last pile as well, because I feel like the past energies are for us to understand that, yes, everybody has gone through this experience at some point in their life. So I'm going to, again, keep it over here, because I feel this is really the past energy that has given them their wisdom and made them who they are, okay, truly. So we gotta be grateful for those experiences as well. So let's see, how do they view the world? Whoop, whoop, flying, they just want to fly. I'll collect that card that went on the floor. We have 8 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups. This is the one that went flying out. We've got the love, we've got the ring, we got the romance, and we got the Ace of Cups. And then we have the King of Cups. We also had the Queen of Cups come out before. So this is beautiful. The way they see the world is, again, like you can, with the Ace of Cups, you can create whatever you want. If it is true to your heart, if it truly calls you. And again, I want to call your attention again to the fact that this is the Cups energy, which is emotions, which is love. And then there's a koi fish over here, which is about money and prosperity. Okay, so they truly believe in this power of manifestation. There's really something big to them. Okay, they've cracked it. Whatever the code is, they've cracked it. And if you meet them, please arrange a coaching session for me. Okay, because clearly they have figured it out. There's like with the eye here as well, their third eye is really open. They are able to really see that in this world you can create your own experiences and your own abundance. They're really of that belief. They're very in tune with their emotions with the King of Cups over here. Okay, and they may also follow quite a few spiritual leaders, and Dr. Joe Dispenza's phrase is coming to mind right now, which is about, you know, your heart creates the magnetic field and your brain creates the electric field. So when your heart and your mind are in coherence, it creates an electromagnetic field, and that's what draws abundance to you. See, so I'm getting that they project that energy. They understand it's not just thinking. It's not just thinking about attracting something. It's actually feeling into it. And a lot of spiritual leaders do talk about that. You have to feel your way into the experience is how you get it. Abraham Hicks also talks about it. So they see the world like that, okay, that you can create your own experiences. And they're also not afraid to work at it, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, it's about patience. It's about believing in divine timing, okay? So a very, very wise person. I think you all are very wise, because literally, you know, the person you attract also talks about your energy. And, you know, I'm really grateful for you guys as the audience, because you bring that energy to this tribe, and that's why we get to see these beautiful readings. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. So let's see. I want to look at their love expression first, since love is coming out front and center, and then we'll look at how are they in their comfort zone. Okay, so what's their love language? What is their love expression, Spirit? I mean, this is remarkable. I'm just like in awe. What a journey. So what is their love expression? We already did see like, okay, and look, I see the sun again. So they are, they like being center stage. It's interesting. So they may lead a lot of efforts, okay? They maybe want to be the person, they, with the Tower here, the Six of Cups and Nine of Cups. So again, a lot of emotional energy, a lot of happiness. I'm also seeing the good experiences, because this also talks about, you know, somebody who likes to wine and dine, and this is like best friend experience, like feeling very, very natural and enjoying the time. With the Tower here is like their love language is actually throwing surprises, okay? Literally, and I heard the word throwing surprises. So we already saw that travel is important to them, so they may take you, like book you surprise trips. Is what I'm hearing from these combinations. So their love language is actually gifting, is creating experiences. Again, wining and dining experiences are quite important to them, to share those with you. And I think this one came out in the last pile as well. This is all about shared experience. So going on like a live event or an experience or an excursion, something like that, where, you know, you're together, but you're also part of some experience that's important. But this is like, I don't know, they may love taking you to wineries. Wine's coming out pretty strong, or some distilleries, whatever you guys like to drink. But the Tower is very clear. It's like you won't see it coming. Like you won't even know when they're planning for the next thing. That's how spontaneous they are. And this also came up originally, is like they don't just make money or work for their abundance. They also like to enjoy that abundance, and that's what they're going to share. But definitely like to plan for things, but like it's like a spontaneous weekend getaway. That's their favorite thing to do, is what I'm hearing. So there'll be a lot of gifting and a lot of wooing you, I'm hearing, you know, literally wooing you with these experiences. So yes, enjoy. So let's see how they're at home. You know, what is their comfort zone? How do they like to be? Where is their emotional security or their comfort at home? What do they like? We have, they really enjoy their security. Ooh, this is very interesting. One more, please, Brett. So see, very interesting energies. Let me show you. And the Nine of Wands, we have the King of Swords, and then we have the World. So we talked about travel. So they love to travel. That's for sure. They're actually pretty comfortable traveling and being in different cultures. And what helps them is they're very clear on what they demand with the King of Swords. And they are very clear on creating a very protective boundary around them. So we got it somewhere over here with the communication. So that's coming through very strongly. So they may have strong Gemini in their chart or key Mercury placements. So, the word demand comes through. When they travel, they know exactly the type of accommodations they want, exactly what's allowed, who's allowed in company with them, and making sure that they feel protected and they create a nice, comfortable surrounding for themselves and their loved ones. So with you at home, this is going to be like a very open conversation, very expansive conversation. They like having a variety of thoughts and conversations. Conversation keeps coming up because Mercury is very strong for them. So very open to different ideas I'm hearing, but also very clear on what they like and what they don't like. And again, they'll do it with kindness because they have prominent Mercury placements. But also it's like it's not a free-for-all, okay? They're very careful about who they allow in their home, who they spend time with, and how they spend time with them. They're very, very clear about protecting their energy and, of course, like protecting their loved ones, which would include you as well. So very nice. All right, so let's see. We'll get some astrology. Let's get some months. And then we're going to move on to the fun part. I mean, this is all fun to me still. I love doing this. But let's see. Let's get 3 months. Maybe their birthday, yours, or the month you meet, or you commit, or anything special, okay? So we have August. We have March. And then we have September. So August and September, I think, also came out in the last pile. Very interesting. Now let's see if we can get any more astrology elements for this person. We've seen Taurus already and Mercury. Venus and Mercury have come up quite prominently for them. Let's see what else. We have Sagittarius. Ooh, look at that. I want you to read this. The Voyager. Did we not talk about travel? That is so interesting. So we have Sagittarius, the Voyager. This is 9th house. It's philosophical, very independent. You have the plane over here. You see, actually the pictures are very beautiful. You see a tattoo on this person's skull, but they're in like these robes. So there's like a sense of spirituality, but also a sense of a different path. Where was that? A hidden path, right? Different from others. And with the horses always represent freedom. So they're a very free person. They love to travel. They love to, they're like a very happy-go-lucky type of person. They love experiences. Let's see. We have, oh, this is just the cover card. Oh, interesting. Let's take that away. We have conjunction, empowerment. Yes, they are very good at like partnering up. And I think with the two of you, this could be, I kept getting that the abundance is going to even grow further. So they also build very careful, strong partnerships and very like mutually agreeable, mutually advantageous business partnerships is what I'm hearing. So they have a pretty good business head on them, but they always go for or try to create opportunities where it's mutually beneficial, okay, for their partner as well. And then we have, the hidden path, Uranus, revolution. So their breakthroughs, brainstorming, originality, awakening. They may be very good with technology as well. With Uranus coming out, Uranus represents science and technology, almost like these flies with a hit with the lightning. Uranus represents lightning, okay? And we also have the tower here. So they may be pretty fast when they come up with an idea. They may be pretty fast when implementing it with Uranus coming out. And it may be a very new revolutionary idea that others may not have thought of. Okay, that's just how they operate. That's just how their energy is. And then we have Mars at the bottom. So again, full of fire, full of enthusiasm for charging ahead on these ideas. It's almost, they may be in robotics as well. I don't know, somehow that was coming through, because the lightning hitting the fly over here gives me like a very, like, you know, those nanobots type things. That's what's coming through. So let's see, take it as it fits. All right, so now let's get to know some of their physical traits. Spirit, what do we have? They're very brave. Okay. They have got to be, with all the energy that we're picking up. We have compassionate. Okay. They have a large frame. And not everything is going to apply. So sometimes I think interesting combinations come. So please take whatever makes sense. Rosy cheeks. I want to put this right here with the large frame. I think that's funny. It's very cute. Okay, let's see what else. We have green eyes. Ooh, pile 1 also got green eyes, I think. We have a narrow nose. Narrow nose, green eyes, rosy cheeks, large frame. They're brave, they're compassionate. Let's get maybe a little bit more. What is this? Active. Okay, let me shuffle a little bit more, because that also came out in pile 1. I'm also seeing olive complexion. I'm going to take that because I see it. And then some managed to take it. So we have olive complexion. They may get angry sometimes and I'm hearing more at the inequality of things sometimes. Overall, they are very respectful, very dutiful. They have a positive attitude. Okay, so that's what we have for this person. We can, okay, Spirit wants me to go more. Let's go one more row. It just doesn't feel complete. We have competent, of course. Haven't we seen that? What an amazing person. You're an amazing person too. Sociable, gregarious. And one more, we got curly hair. All right, so that's what we have for the characteristics. Take it if it makes sense. Now let me get you a few initials. And this could be their initials or yours. I'm a few letters. You can also make words from it. What flipped? We have E. We have, sorry about that, L. We have S. W. TR. I think writer is coming up. It could be, again, Mercury is pretty strong. And then we have A. They may like actually being by the water quite a bit. We did have the milk and honey with the bath. So they may enjoy spa time. Well, lucky you. But that's what we have. Those are the letters. Again, could be their first, middle, last initial. Could be some of the hobbies. Anything else, your initials. Take it as it fits. That's what I have for you, pile 2. If you like the reading, do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate and help to, get your help on growing this community. Think of it as an energy exchange, so I would really appreciate that. And if you want a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I wish you much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading about getting to know your soulmate. You may have met them, you may have not, doesn't matter. We're going to look into their personality, their characteristics, and who they really are, their essence. So this is for those of you who chose the third oracle card, number 47, which reduces to an 11, which is a master number, right? And we have the thinking woman. So this person... and I'm seeing butterflies here as well. Of course, very, very learned, very well traveled, I'm hearing. They are very in touch. If this is a masculine, they're very in touch with their feminine side. They're not somebody who will always want to be in charge. They're very open to allowing equal roles, but very intelligent, very strategic, very well mannered. Oh, well mannered came out of nowhere. I don't know. But yes, they do enjoy learning different philosophies. They may also like collecting books. Of course, this woman is reading a book right here, but it's they've gone through, of course, some transformation in their life. This may have been a lot of the knowledge may have been acquired from their personal experiences and less. I mean, yes, of course, we do attract the right resources when we're in that learning phase. But also life experiences is where they've learned a lot and definitely found their freedom and their expression. Very smart, very intelligent, but also very gentle. They're a very gentle soul is what I'm hearing overall. So let's see. Let's get to know them more. We're going to do the oracle cards first, and then we'll draw some more oracle cards, some astrology, some tarot, and then at the end, of course, the fun part of just drawing some oracles on their personality, their physical characteristics, and maybe some initials towards the end. Okay, so stay along for that journey. Okay, let's get to know them more. They have come to the edge. I have to say, there are like a lot of feminines showing up, and I don't choose the cards. I let them fall out and I look at them with you. The only cards I've looked at is actually the first face cards over here. So with so many feminine figures coming out, they have the most generous, the most beautiful, the most nurturing personality. Okay, doesn't matter male or female, but they're very, very gentle person. Almost I'm getting like a King of Cups type of energy from them if this is a male. But they have, they are not somebody who's going to be too assertive or too aggressive on goals. They know how to manage their energies, and they're also very nurturing to themselves and also to the people around them, okay? So with that out of the way, we have come to the edge, number 36, which reduces to a 9. Again, this to me represents their current energy, especially with these numbers here, and this, you see these little hearts floating around. So this is the Fool card in this deck for me as a reader. I see this as a new beginning, and this is with them taking the leap over this rock that they may have been isolated on. They may have been like holding on to the ground to feel secure, but now they're ready to take flight and fly. And actually, if they haven't met you, meet you, or if they're with you, take it to the next level. Okay, they're really opening up their heart to love at this point. 9 talks about wish fulfillment, so they may see you as their ultimate wish fulfillment. Okay, as they're very romantic. This pile, your person is super romantic and super kind. We have the Fool in reverse. So the shadow aspect is using humor to wound rather than liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. I feel like this is so interesting because I just said the Fool. I had no idea. And this may be their energy where they were in this journey where they were not ready to take the next step, and now they're coming to the edge. You see how beautiful this journey is? So they've been in a sort of a denial. They may have, that's why I got that, like, they may have really held on to the ground underneath. So they may have really held their emotions back if you're already in connection with this person, but now they're finally coming to the edge. Okay, they're taking that leap of faith. Gorgeous. And then we have the King in reverse, and it talks about shadow attribute as excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. So they are learning to balance their energies, and I feel like with these coming in the opposite here, it's pretty much like they may have been in an internal tug of war. Okay, where their mind was overpowering their heart, but actually the heart wins, and that's why we have so many feminines in the upright and the masculine coming in the the reverse. So they are finally at a stage where they're learning to align their mind and their heart together so they can progress on their journey. Okay, and especially I'm hearing more specifically on their love journey. I think career, they're pretty accomplished. We do have the king, we do have the thinking woman. It's all about strategy and accomplishment. So career-wise, they've been pretty good, and now they're finally balancing and opening up to love as well, and learning that you don't have to have one or the other. You can actually have both in your reality. So let's see what else. We have renewal, spark. Yes, they have the sense of renewal to them. Again, the past experiences, as we got that picked it up, that they've learned and grown from their experience, and they've actually at a point where they have their joy back, their spark back. And oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit. Oh my God, I'm so thankful. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. I feel so blessed when these messages come out, because this is what I was picking up. Feminine, right? So they're really in touch with their intuition right now, really in touch with their feminine side, which means they're allowing, they're going with the flow. The flow really talks about energy, inviting it in, and kind of believing in divine timing and not trying to rush things, but at the same time, just like being open to it. Okay, feminine energy is very beautiful at attracting things into life. So amazing. No wonder. So there's like a healing of the feminine within them. They may have been just like the king in reverse. They may have been go, go, go up until this point because they were trying to establish themselves, and now they're like, all right, it is time to balance their energies out. Okay, that's what they're working on. Mystery. They have a sense of magic, intrigue, suspense. You're entering unknown territory. So this is again similar to coming to the edge, not end. They are opening up to the magic, inviting more of it into their life as they're progressing on their journey and embracing their divine feminine as well. And then we have soulmate. There you are. There you are. Compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. Maybe I should call this video your best life partner. But yes, they are embracing their feminine energy and also inviting you in. Definitely open to love. So they're opening up their heart. So those unions may be quite close if you're already not in connection with them. We have number 36, distant horizon. This talks about similar energy, that they may have stayed in a place. Oh, wow. 36 and 36. That may be their angel number 3636. Or you may want to just look up, if you want to search 3636 angel number meaning, there may be a message for you in there. But this, I was just going to say that they're removing the anchor. Feels like they may have been stuck in one place for a long time, or one life stage for a significant amount of time, and now they're uprooting themselves. Okay, they're lifting their anchors, and the ship is flying. If you see the metaphor over here, they're literally flying. They're no longer anchored. They're on a fast-paced journey moving forward. Okay, this could also represent for those of you that are in connection with this person, if there's been distance, and that distance is going to get reduced now. Okay, because they are taking flight. Some way, shape, or form. And we have the pathway, and new pathways opening up. Again, we have the monarch butterflies showing up on this card. Butterflies are always about transformation. So they're right under renewal. They have completed their journey of transformation. Okay, they're coming forward and are ready for the union. We have Taurus in Scorpio, 8th house, secrets. So this is shadow work. The 8th house or the Scorpio house is all about shadow work, is all where we go within. We put ourselves in a mode of solitude, and we work through our fears, we work through our ego, we work through elements that we try to control, and then finally coming to a place and understanding when we work through those issues is like, actually, there's not much we can control in life. Then what do we do? How do we flow with it, right? So they've done quite a bit of that work, because Venus brings out that assessment of what's valuable to us, who is valuable to us, what our value system is. They've done quite a bit of work on that with this showing up over here. And they're like, again, very unique, very, very unique. Very spiritual, of course, as well. There are a lot of like symbols here. You can pause and see if they resonate and they represent something to you. I mean, literally, I'm seeing, of course, Scorpio is here, but I'm also picking up Aquarius, star energy. We've seen butterflies. It's a lot of like resurrection, phoenix moment, phoenix energy that I'm picking up from them. We have the sun in the first house, assertion. This is the house of Aries, first house. So they, again, are, as they're balancing their energies, they're also very, very clear with the assertion energy over here. It's like who they want to invite into their life. And they're very good at setting boundaries, but also working on things that are meaningful to them. And this can mean relationships as well, okay? But taking charge, they are in command, they are in charge with this energy showing up over here, but they're also building a new life stage. I keep getting that from them. Maybe a new life stage with you over here. So we have the runner. In the past, they may have been in a codependent relationship where, you know, and if this could also apply to like one or two of you, where you may have been in connection with this person, and then with the journey and distant horizons, they may have left, okay, to work on their career, or for some other reason, they may have left the journey together. That part is over. So that's for a very, very small percentage of you. But for others, this is again representing the past energy, the experiences that kind of made them shut down their romantic side, because they felt either they were the runner or the other person was the runner. And the runner is somebody who is constantly moving out of the relationship. Okay, so that's something in the past energy that's coming, because they may have had in the past some fear of intimacy in them, or their ego and the fears may have been quite prominent. So they've healed out of that. They've done a lot of that shadow work over here with the Scorpio house. Not today. Again, they may have created boundaries and avoided conversations with this person, whether this was you or someone in the past, because they could not handle the amount of emotions that came with it. And maybe that's why the feminine is so strong, that they're finally at a place where they can embrace the emotional side and the emotions that you know we have to deal with being in the human form. So they're kind of coming into that healing energy right now. And then we have paradise with the soulmate. So beautiful. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So this is what they're ready for. This is what the new pathway is opening up for them to kind of really enjoy the paradise with you, or the paradise that the two of you are going to create together. So let's see. Let's get some oracles, some tea leaf oracles. What else, Spirit? What else can we know about pile 3's person? Ooh, ooh. Okay, first one out, we have the ink pot, problems to be resolved. Okay, that's something they may have been working on. Let me just... Oh, sorry about that. This one went flying out. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. So that issue of control is coming through, but they're understanding also that they can't control everything. At the same time, they're very, very divinely protected, okay? And we have leg, stepping into a new experience. It's such a weird card. Stepping into a new experience. All right, it's similar to the come to the edge energy over here. The imagery just cracked me up over there. They may be funny. They may have a sense of humor. We have crib, birth, or conception of a child, or enterprise, as we're talking about their new journey, their new pathway that's opening up. And then we have haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Okay, that's their understanding. That's the spiritual journey. That's the aha moment. And again, understanding of like, you know, we're only supposed to think of our karma, and you know, other people's karma is for them, it's for their journey. So there's a sense of renewal and a sense of understanding of what we can create and what we can control and what we should control. And where we should let the divine lead us through it. Okay, so very interesting person. I really feel they're very beautiful, very gentle, very kind, but yet assertive, because we do have the Aries, Sun in Aries energy over here. Let's see. So Spirit, let's look at this person a little bit more. I would love to see, how do they see the world? Like, what is their outward projection? And it's vice versa too. How does the world see them? Spirit, help us see this person more. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We get a couple more. What a beautiful stack. We have the Sun, and then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so Sun is showing up. We have it here in Aries, and then we have the Sun card showing up, Major Arcana as well. They may be in Aries or a Leo. The Sun is the Leo Major Arcana. So their view of the world is, again, the Sun is the biggest star. It is our star that kind of leads to creation. Okay, it's the life sustenance. And then with this big pentacle showing up over here, this beautiful stag, so beautiful, it's absolutely gorgeous. Their worldview is like, look, you have the fire within to create whatever you want. And this has been a consistent theme today, coming through different cards and different messages through the piles. But they believe you can manifest whatever you want, and all it takes is like starting. So the energy is a little different with this pile, is that because it is talking about new beginnings here. They absolutely believe in resurrection and renewal and reinventing ourselves, and that's how they see the world as well. Like that, it's up to you what energies you want to tap into, what you want to leave behind, because they've clearly left behind a few things, and how to create new. And all it takes is like one good seed to plant and grow. And along with that, there's always going to be competition. There's going to be opposing views, but it's up to us which ones we let affect our energy, right? And so they're pretty good at picking their battles and choosing wisely. They are not afraid to pretty much walk away from a fight. And what that means is like, they don't have to be, they don't want to come out on top every time, okay, which is a very, very wise energy. So they may literally walk away from a useless argument. So that's how they see the world. That's how their perception is, and how they approach the human experience overall. But very strong inner fire here. And again, this, if I didn't say this in this pile, again, comes after we've gone through certain experiences. Okay, it takes that experience or those series of, you know, unfortunate events sometimes in our lives, or very scarring events, that actually leads to that inner fire being stoked and like just coming out and bursting in new form, right? So definitely that has shifted their worldview, and that's how they're seen as well. Okay, so as I said, how we see the world is how the world sees us. It's a complete reflection. So their first impression may also be like somebody who's very bright, who is very creative, you know, who always takes initiatives, but at the same time, they're not just gonna stick around and argue to prove themselves right. Okay, they'd rather just like let it be. So very mature energy over here. So let's see. First, I want to see, how are they at home? Like, what is their comfort zone? What is their comfort personality? How do they like to be when they're at home? They like to be completely in the flow. We have the High Priestess. Let's get two more. We have the Six of Swords. They love water. They really do. They may love like long baths, possible. They may like travel, or like, I mean, they're at home. So they may be a pretty seasoned traveler, as like, you know, not very picky. Excuse me. Very intuitive, the High Priestess. They create, I think at home, they're very fluid in the sense that they're not going to have a super rigid routine. They're more intuitively led. They're more heart led or guided by what they feel like doing. They do not like a very strict schedule at home. They like to, like, again, there's water here, Pisces energy, and then we have the Six of Swords, which is, although is air, but it's always talking about gliding over smooth waters, right? So they like a very peaceful environment at home. They're not somebody who's like arguing or fighting. They just like it very smooth sailing and very fluid. It's very important to them. And then we also got the Two of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's travel. So they're ready to, you know, when they're in the flow, they're always thinking about either the next creative project that they want to work on, or the next place they want to visit. For them, I'm getting stags or reindeers, maybe their spirit animals showing up quite prominently for them in different cards. So that may be your spirit animal or their spirit animal. But they like to be just very easygoing when they're at home. They don't like to plan too many things. They may like to take it slow with the Knight of Pentacles over here. Okay, so not somebody who's gonna have like 20,000 projects or list of projects that they want to work on for the next few weekends. Okay, this is not that person. They actually like to rest. They also, with the feminine, they also need that time to rejuvenate, to relax, so they can, again, get their creative juices flowing, because they do like to travel and do like to work on new ideas. But they, at home, a very calm and very easygoing personality is what they like the most, okay? Not like, oh, it's a Saturday, all right, I gotta do laundry, I gotta do this, I gotta do grocery, I gotta... No, that's not them. That was like, all right, let me just relax, let me just, you know, get my energy back, and then let's see where we're gonna go, okay? So what is their love language? What is their love expression? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's Jupiter. Big gifts. Okay, they like to give you big gifts. That's going to be their love language. Let's get a little bit more. It's ruled by Jupiter. So again, it's also the house of blessings, okay, or the planet of blessings. So I feel like they're really gonna cherish you, like really. They're gonna think of the world of you, and they're pretty much gonna... Wasn't there a card here that said like lucky, like you're their lucky something? I don't know why I'm getting that energy. Where was that? Interesting. Maybe I said it, maybe I did not. But what I'm getting at with this, like, they're also going to feel very, very fortunate to have you in their life. And they're going to express that to you, okay? And this will, their love language may involve a lot of words, so verbal expression of love, but also like making sure you know how special you are and how much you mean to them. And also very, very big, expensive gifts is what I'm seeing over here. Let's see what else. Anything else, Spirit, for their love language? But this is like a poet. This is a person who is very good with their words, and I mean in expressing love, especially if this is a masculine. They're very good at expressing and saying I love yous and making sure you feel special. They're definitely going to do that. We have the Three of Swords. They're going to make sure they're very humble. They're going to remember their experiences. They're going to never, ever let that happen to you from their side, okay? They have a very healing presence, and they do believe that no one should have to go through that, okay? And look at that, Ace of Cups. They're definitely going to express themselves very, very clearly to you. They love you deeply, deeply. And again, with the koi fish I was telling another pile, it's about prosperity. So we have love and we have money both showing up. So their love language is, of course, going to be words as well as gifts. That's definitely going to happen with this person, okay? So it's, but it's not just like, you know, not just big expensive gifts, but there's a lot of emotion behind it. It's not just the money that kind of comes with it, okay? Very beautiful. That's why the feminine is very strong with this pile. I really like that. Okay, so let's see if we can get some months. It could be important to you, to them. Their birthday, your birthday, the month you meet, the month you commit, whatever. We'll just see what comes through. So the first one out, we have March. Okay. We have September. I cannot believe September has pretty much come out in every pile, and March has come out in one other pile. Okay, another month, February. I'm just like, okay, one different month. February. Okay, those will be important months. Let's see if we can get some astrology elements for them. Yeah, we have the moon, which is their divine feminine, their intuitive side. See, it says right here, femininity. So really, really, they have a very soothing effect, I feel, on you. They're very kind, they're very generous, they're very nurturing, and they really, comfort is important to them. We had the High Priestess here as well. Comfort is important. They may be really drawn to the water and or to the moon. But yeah, those could be, like, there's a lot of shells here as well. They may like collecting shells. Yes. Let's see what else. Home and family is important to them. We have Sagittarius, again, coming out from another pile. The Voyager. So there it is. Travel. Travel is important to pretty much all the piles. And learning, expansion, global viewpoint, learning about different cultures, different philosophies, spirituality, all of that kind of fits in the Sagittarius house, and that could also be their sun, moon, or rising. And then again, soon come out, Uranus, revolutionary. Okay, so they may be very different, very unique. They may come up with very creative ideas that, you know, others may not have thought of. So a very, very special person, but this is a very nurturing person, very generous and very expansive type of personality. Okay. All right, so now let's look into some of their physical traits. Please take whatever makes sense and ignore the rest. This is, you know, the most fun part in terms of most light part of the reading, okay? All right, so Spirit, what do we have for pile 3's person? Okay, we have small frame. And by small, we could mean if this is a masculine, this could be an average frame, okay? Not like a petite. We have straightforward, interesting. They are quite straightforward in expressing themselves. They may be short. Okay, so this is coming out as a petite person. And again, petite or short may be like they're not going to be 6 feet tall. So when I was writing this down, the short is more about... let's say if it's a male, it's not going to be 6 feet tall. If it's a woman, it's, you know, she's not going to be like 5'8" or something like that. So that's what it is. Take it if it makes sense. We have open to new and different ideas. That's the Sagittarius energy. That's the very expansive energy that we get when this card comes out. We do have skinny. Okay. We have black hair. And the brown hair was also showing behind me, so I'm going to say black-brown hair that they may have. Okay, and sometimes these combinations are really funny. So, see? Wow. Maybe they dye their hair. Maybe they keep changing their hair color because we have white, black, and brown. So, like me, sometimes, you know, again, I dye my white hair, and sometimes I go brown, sometimes I go black. So, interesting. Then we have, let's get a few more. Whoa, I see pointy chin. How cute is that? If it's gonna come. We have pointy chin. Oh, my cards are kind of mixed up. Hold on. We have dimples. How cute. Your person is very cute, let me tell you that. Very, very cute. We have dimples. We have competent. They're very competent. Of course, it's the thinking woman. So intellect is very, very strong with this person. Emotions are also very strong, and they have a good handle on it. A very well-balanced personality. Let's get one last card, and we have active. All right, so those are some of the physical characteristics, personality traits that your person may have. Do you want to get one more row? Let's go one more row. Let's go one more row. Why not? Self-conscious. So sometimes they may be self-conscious, and maybe like at home, that may be their place of recuperating, protecting their energy. That may be very important to them. Of course, they may be an empath, right? So this becomes quite common with that. We have dark complexion. And one last card. We have thin face. All right, so that's what we have. Now we're going to look into the final part, which is just a few initials. I'm not doing words today because it becomes very long. So let's see. This could be their initials or yours. We got T. We have A, we have R, and an I, and an E. Okay, so that may be your initials, their initials. I'm starting to see words here again. Artie could be a name, Arthur, Archie. They may really like art. You can do the rest, okay? They may also be a foodie. They may have eat. But anyway, I'll leave that part for you because you guys are way more creative on that than I am. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. If you like the reading, do give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Think of it as an energy exchange and helps me grow this beautiful community. If you need a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. So do reach out to me if you would like that. And with that, I wish you much love and light, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.